And how has being a mother influenced your life decision? Because we just mentioned before about your moon in Cancer in the 11th house conjuncting the North Node. This talks about you being a mother goes hand in hand with your soul's purpose in this lifetime. So, how has being a mother influenced your life direction?
I I think the main way that being a mother has influenced my life direction is in career. Um, Early on, when we were starting our family, my husband and I had the discussion that he had a successful business and I was able to stay home in the early years of my children's life. But there was a really big part of me that, whilst I loved being at home with my children, I needed 1 or 2 days a week that were
For
career
you? Yeah.
focused. Yeah, for me. And who was I outside of a mother? And that is part of the genesis of my book, Pregnancy Virgin. It's why I started working part time in my husband's business. It's why I started freelancing. It wasn't to do with the money or not wanting to spend time with my children, because that was because I wanted to spend time with my children and because I wanted to be a good mother that I did those 1 or 2 days, because I felt like I needed to still identify as myself, but also have the flexibility to be there when my children needed me. It wasn't something that I ever went, right, well, I want to go back to work full time doing what I was doing before I had children, because that wouldn't have a- allowed me to spend the time getting to know them that I wanted. And I was lucky enough to be in the position to be able to do that. But of course, now that they're a little bit older, I can work on the next phase of my career, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And taking that time to feed yourself with the moon in Cancer, you need to make sure that you're feeding yourself and you're nourishing yourself. And in particular, that moon in Cancer being in your 11th house, which is about your hopes and wishes and your goals in this lifetime. So feeding your personal goals, nourishing your, hopes and wishes in this lifetime, that's really important for you to make sure that you are doing that. Yeah, you need to make sure that you're feeding yourself from what you want out of life as well. That's really clear, and that's a part of your challenge is to make sure that you do that for yourself and not neglect yourself.
Mm. It's easy to do, I think, for all mothers
Yeah,
to neglect themselves.
absolutely. Absolutely.